Kia ora, I'm Cheree Morrison, and welcome to another episode of our election special podcast. I'm here today with Aaron Takato, who is our General Manager of Strategy and Democracy here for Whangārei District Council. My role here in Whangārei District Council is the District Development Coordinator. So I'm out here selling Whangārei, promoting Whangārei, getting people to come here, live here, work here, and most of all love it here. So this is my first year at council. I haven't been through an election process before, so this is my first time and I'm learning an awful lot. So again, hoping that all of you can learn something with me. And the one we're talking about today is something I, to be honest, had never really heard of and am completely blind to, so this could be interesting. But we're talking about STV, or what I've just discovered means Single Transferable Vote.
Kia ora.
And that is how we vote?
That's right. That's how we're looking to vote this time around. So essentially, we used to use first past the post.
Right, I have heard of that.
So you have one vote and you vote that person in. STV works a little bit differently in the fact that you rank all of the candidates that you wish to vote for.
Right.
So just to be clear, you'll receive your package in the snail mail. You'll have one sheet there that will be voting in your mayor, and then there'll be another one to vote in the candidates for your ward.
Right, okay.
So what happens is you are provided the opportunity to rank those. How did this come around? Why have we changed over to...
That's what I was wondering, because I actually hadn't really heard about this. Was it something that we voted to do, or how did this come up in discussion and come to be changed?
Yeah, each year we have a review of it. Sorry, each term we have a review of how we're going to vote next time. And we're provided the option on whether we go with, we stay with first past the post or we change over to STV.
Right.
So we decided to, our councillors decided to change over. They voted for the STV this time around, and that's legislation. They're well within their rights to do that. They're provided that opportunity by central government essentially each year, each term. So that's what they've done. We're going with STV. It may be a surprise to some that you do not have to put all the candidates. You don't have to rank everyone.
Right.
If you're just targeted on getting one person in, then you're more than welcome to go ahead and you just put your one vote and utilise it like a first past the post. But again, you're provided the opportunity to rank it. And the reason why it's called a single transferable vote is because if I have voted, let's say I have I can pick 3 elected members for my ward out of the 6 candidates. So I can rank them. I can rank all 6.
Right.
And so if I choose my number 1 candidate has already been voted in, because they'll work it out, they formulate it, working about how many population in that ward, how many are standing, and then they'll have a magic number that differentiates whether our candidates were successful or not.
Right, okay.
So if I've voted for somebody that's successful through other votes and they haven't got round to counting my vote yet, my vote will then be transferred to my second option, my next best option.
Right, so you haven't got 3 votes, you've got 1 vote, but once that person that I'm voting for has passed that quota, or they've got enough votes to get in, my vote's now going to the next person on my list, my number 2.
Additionally, if your preferred candidate, your number 1 candidate, doesn't meet the threshold to make it in, your vote can also be transferred down to your next candidate.
Okay.
So essentially what we can assure through the STV process is that your vote will be counted.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a wasted vote here.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, there may be some people that just get quite ho-ha or find that a nuisance to do. So to think about, to try and process that through, because it's quite complex when you start to dive into it. If you're really interested in diving into it, because your brain's wired that way, that's the type of stuff you like, I suggest you Google stalk it, you go in and have a good look, and there's plenty of work that you'll see that's been done by some good people that know the space really well.
Yeah.
And we try and put it into nice, simple terms so it's understandable too.
Yeah.
So it is full with complexities with the algorithms, can only be counted by a computer, otherwise would be there a long time with
Sounds
an
like a
advocate
lot of
for a
maths.
computer. It is a lot of maths.
Awesome. So that's STV, which is single transferable vote. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess the other question leading into that is, how do I know which candidates are available to vote for? How do I know who's standing? What makes a good candidate? Because, you know, for most of the time when you only had one vote, some people vote in different ways, don't you? But now when you can rank a whole bunch of them, I guess you wanted to know more about all of these people. So what's the best source of information?
Yeah, the best source of information is actually your own research. And what we need to do, what we need to encourage is that we have the best people serving civic matters here in Whangārei district, serving our council, serving our communities. We want people that they're proven, you know, they do what they're going to say that they're going to do. They come with the skill sets that are required to be able to run essentially a multi-million-dollar business. They need to be outgoing. They need to have a lot of energy, and they need to be, most of all, they need to be be very passionate about their district and their communities. I do see a lot of, you know, naturally New Zealanders, we like to vote on how a person looks. And that's fine. I'm not going to point the finger at anyone or argue with anyone around their style of voting, but you know, it's important that they come with some good criteria and they bring the skill sets that the council requires.
So you're saying don't cast your vote based on the billboards. Go to the council website and make sure you do a little bit of reading and some research, and then make your informed decision.
Yes, that's right.
Fair enough. So what's the best place well, we were just saying that the council website's probably the best place to find information, and Te Iwi Tahi is also a really good place to come if you're looking to talk to someone or maybe you have questions.
Yes, that's right. So from the 4th of June, Cheree, we'll be opening up a service here, an election service here. We've got great staff. Everybody's willing to help. Everybody wants to see the best people come into council and serve us.
Absolutely.
So they're more than willing to help. No question is a silly question. They're very friendly. They don't have horns and they won't bite, so they'll be fine.
That's good to know. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone with horns while working in council for the past year, I promise. So thank you so much, Erin. That's super helpful. Hopefully, well, I now know what STV means, so that's a good start from where I started. If you've got any questions about the local elections, if you're unsure about how to cast your vote or what's involved or where to cast your vote, then come on into Te Iwi Tahi and we can absolutely help you. And yeah, I hope that you can join me for the next episode of this election series.